No, this movie is a comedy. Okay, so it's not trying to be earnest. So Mahler and I were discussing this on Real BBC. Like we saw the serious trailer, and Mahler was like, "Hey, I hope there's more heart in this, because that's what it kind of needs to be, to make it a full film." And then we mentioned like maybe we just saw all the heart moments in that trailer, and you did. That's pretty much it.
Pretty much, yeah.
I know Jeremy avoided all the trailers, and when we watched them, we thought, well, there's probably more to this line, and there really isn't. Like, I'm hovering at a 6 and 7 out of 10 for it.
It's like every time they tried to be serious, it kind of came off like on a very special episode of Family Matters.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's feeling like Endgame for me a little bit. Like I liked it when I watched out. I watched it. I watched it with my nieces, and they loved it. I'm sure my son's gonna love it, and this is what it's made for. I walk out of it, I'm like, that was fun. As long as I don't think about anything.
Right.
As long as I don't.
Because when you do, it falls apart. This story
it's a
on a narrative level is actually pretty retarded. But it's fun. It's fun.
It is. There's a lot of stuff that's going to be dated real fucking fast, though. A year from now, I mean, the jokes in the movie are just not going to land because they're so meta to what's going on with Disney and how bad the MCU is.
That was the first
a year
thing
from
I
now,
thought,
it's still going to be bad, so I think it'll be relevant. But to me, I felt pretty
but
much
specific stuff. Like probably one of the biggest banger jokes was he says to Hugh Jackman, "Welcome to the MCU. You're entering in a bit of a low point."
Yeah,
yeah.
Rolling
that was good.
from the
I
whole
liked it.
theater, right? It was great, but like in 5 months, well, definitely in 5 months, but like 5 years, not so much. It's not exactly the Blazing Saddles fart scene, is what I'm saying.
Right.
No.
To me, I felt basically the same way I felt about the other two Deadpool movies. In terms of like I don't get a ton out of the storyline, and you're really kind of just there for the fucking chaos and for Ryan Reynolds being like the quirky humor, fucking gratuitous shit, like not really edgy but just fucking graphic jokes and everything. I felt like it's pretty much the same as those first couple movies. I think the second one's a little worse than the first one. I put this right in there, right in that arena. Yeah, like to me, overall impressions of the movie. There was some stuff that I liked, and I really liked the idea of us getting nostalgic for this like era of comic book movies from 20 years ago. For these fucking characters that we got to see, which I won't get too into that now, but obviously people knew that was going to be a big part of this going forward. Because that's all they have left. The stuff, like, you can't get a ton of nostalgia for MCU right now because people are kind of a little bit tired of that. We're worn out of that. So they had to dig deep in their bag of tricks and go for characters that they have nothing to fucking do with at Disney. And overall, I had a good time watching it. I enjoyed it.